What's up, everybody? Ryan Turford here, back for another World of Warcraft run through of my leveling process. Of course, back. This is day 2, everybody. Day 2, aka the second day. So this is stream 1 of 2 today. We'll be back later this evening, provided the servers don't break again, because literally that's what happened last night. Unfortunately, we had to cancel last night's stream because I couldn't log into the game, which is always fun. By the time it got fixed, we might have had like an hour or two, but at that point it was like, I'm ready for bed at that point. So what we're going to do, continuing where we left off yesterday. So we're currently level 111, about to ding to 112. We're about 4 bars away with some rested experience to boot. So we're actually going to go pretty quick with that. So what we're going to do, basically, when we last left off, we were coming back to the main hub city, Borealis. And basically, we dropped off. We completed our garrison mission from the table here. So I'm going to quickly show you. So we finished sort of the main lead-in mission, and we're going to continue the war campaign today by going basically to Zandalar, actually, to go get a foothold for the Alliance in there. I made sure this time to actually turn on war mode. So we're actually flagged for PvP. Luckily, since we're a sneaky rogue, that shouldn't pose too much of a problem for us. We have a lot of handy tools to get out of it, such as Vanish, Cloak of Shadows, so we should be okay for the long haul here. So let's go. So we're going to go for about 2 hours or so, and then I will take a break for about 2 hours, and then we'll be back at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I actually pushed it up, so we're going to be back sooner than anticipated. So let's set sail and go to Zandalar. Now again, I haven't done any of this at all. Again, my experience has been with the beta. I've barely sort of touched the beta. I touched it a little bit just to see the new character changes before patch 8.0 came out. But I don't know exactly how this plays into the story. And there we go. For DC number 1, ladies and gentlemen. So rather than I'm gonna just do this, we're gonna try not launching the Twitch app. We're gonna launch Battle for Azeroth again. I don't know why the game crashed, because you know, fun things happen. So let's try this again. Hopefully, again, the servers aren't broken again, because I'll be real sad. I quickly logged on this morning and I didn't notice any issues. And I don't think anyone was reporting any issues today, but you never know. By the way, these are all my characters. It's not all my characters because, as I can show you, I have a lot of characters on a lot of realms. So, again, we're sticking with our rogue for now. There we go. We got this cool dinosaur over here. We got this snake person. We got this cool troll with some voodoo magic. I don't know. That's what trolls do, man. Don't ask me. All right.
We are the
so here we go. So we're going to capture Shatterstone Harbor. Now, I haven't grabbed my Water Strider on this specialization, so let's just put it on my action bar here. Just to make things a little bit easier for us, since it looks like we're going to run along this water, or I guess we'll take this boat. I mean, it probably would have been faster for us just to run with our mount, but hey, what are you going to do? So it looks like we've got this flare gun ability. I'm guessing this will be used to take out some of the mobs here, because we're going to take out 15 Setharak forces. So I'm guessing they're the snake people. Either way, let's pop into stealth, because you never know. These guys. It's probably easier just to use the ability that they gave me, but
I do not have a target.
I just have a tendency to like to stab things. Whoa, what's going on there? There's like that, I guess it's like a flag, but it kind of looks like a snake tongue. That's pretty cool. So again, we'll just shoot our flare gun. See, that takes a while. If they're like easy enemies, it might just be easier just to take all of them out at once.
Too far away.
Well, I fucked that one up. Okay. Let's sort of pull him over here, get some more of these guys.
I need to target something
There we
first.
go.
I must get closer.
Perfect. Charged. And of course, 3 dudes are charging me, which is perfect. Let's pop a potion. And we'll just sort of let that guy get killed on his own. Don't even need to engage him, it looks like. Okay. So we just need 2 more. Let's grab these ones here. Come on, get back in the circle. There we go. Alright. So let's go over here. I'm guessing we're getting some more quests. I actually really like the look of this area. It looks like a cool sort of deserty area. We don't see a lot of these types of areas in World of Warcraft. Uldum was the last sort of big desert area we got. So it's kind of cool to actually see an environment like this. And it looks visually a lot different from a lot of the other desert areas we're sort of used to seeing. Alright, so we're going to place an Alliance banner here. Yard! Of course, we're just like, hello, little ship. Alright, so I'm guessing this is where all the Alliance world quests are going to be. Because I do know that throughout the course of the war campaign, that's how you unlock the world quests on Zandalar.
By the might of the Alliance, our enemies see hope.
Alright, so we're going to go find Sergeant Emery. We'll grab this flight path while we're at it, just so we don't forget it. There we go. We do have Azeroth autopilot turned on, which sort of helps us sort of path out a lot of this stuff. Just because, again, I like getting lost. I like the being able to explore when that happens. But, I don't want it to take forever. That's mostly what I use it for.
I'm out of range.
Oh, those are level 120s. Let's cloak. Whew. That could have been really bad. I wasn't expecting to be zoned in with a level 120 enemy. I guess that there isn't scaling in some of these areas, so you're going to have to watch the enemies we pull.
You need something?
Oh. So we need to sort of cure this snake guy. So we need to get some prickly plants.
See you around.
And some barbs. Moonkin aura. So even though I'm not in this Moonkin's party, I can benefit from Moonkin aura. That's pretty cool. Even though I don't cast spells, so I can't really benefit from it, I guess. I'm gonna kill a bunch of these bug-looking things. See, that's one of the annoying things of multi-targeting some of these enemies with these quest items is we gotta sort of wait for the other person to sort of loot them first. Although I like how this monk is sort of gathering all the packs for us so we can just ninja storm them down. And I started the expansion playing Subtlety, but I decided on the last stream to switch back to Subtlety. I actually really like Subtlety a lot more. It's my favorite rogue spec, especially because it makes me feel like a ninja, which is always awesome. Not that Assassination doesn't. It's just less of the ninja fantasy than Subtlety. All right, so we need to get one more of these barbs. And then we need to sort of start concentrating on getting these plants. Stab, stab, stab. Alright, so let's find some of these plants. And let's try not to wander too close to these level 120 enemies that seem to be around. It's weird that it would have, it would split the area up with, the surrounding areas outside the quest area being, right outside the quest area with level 120 enemies. It seems a little problematic. So the map is telling it to go this way. There we go. We got some more prickly pear roots. At least this is slightly better managed than the stupid onion quest that we did yesterday. We had to loot like fucking like 20 onion bushes before we found the correct onion. It was too much. And we'll just kill this guy for the hell of it. He was just minding his business, but you know what? He crossed paths with a sneaky rogue.
I require a target.
There we go. Shoop. All right. So let's go get this other prickly pear root. We got 2 more of them to grab. So, of course, while I go and sort of around and sort of mop this quest up, I want to say thanks to everyone again for checking out the stream yesterday, as well as checking out the VOD on YouTube. If you want to check those out at all, if you miss any of the streams, you can check us out over at game-moose.com. Go to the video page or game-moose.com/video, and they'll all be right there. There will be a playlist assembled of all the streams from this week, which, of course, you can see the schedule below if you're watching on Twitch, or if you go to game-moose.com. I've got the schedule there that I'll sort of be updating as we go. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of content to watch. There's going to be like 20 hours of stuff when it's all said and done. So it's kind of crazy. All right, so let's run back. Now, there's a rare over there. Again, we're sort of like, as we talked about yesterday, trying to sort of stay away from the rares. Because that's how we're going to sort of get some, basically get all of our sort of entry level gear once we reach max level.
We must remain strong.
Alright, so it looks like he's calling down. Oh, that's cool. So it's like a pterodactyl mount almost. Or it's like the troll take on a pterodactyl. Of course, I'm a big fan of minimizing the UI. Also, it's weird that like that little part there was voice acted and this part isn't. So it looks like basically there are a bunch of rival troll factions that are basically trying to get these 3 keys to uncover this evil that's sort of in the ground. That's pretty cool. So we're going to the Temple of the Devoted. That's a cool temple. I like the look of that.
Are you here to help?
It reminds me a lot of the troll temples we saw in Zolgarak in Northrend. So I'm guessing this is probably going to be the area where we may start to run into Horde players, because I'm already seeing a couple. So we just got to be careful. Or just get ready to sort of mash the banish button and hope we don't die.
I must get closer.
Just mowing these guys down along with the support of a lot of Alliance guys in this area, it looks like. So we're going to burn this flag down. Shrieking Storm.
I'm out of range.
It looks like we got to destroy these cannons as well. And I love the subtlety animations of destroying the cannons. That looks really cool. That's the way it is for a lot of like best objectives. So there's a treasure chest over there. Again, same with the rares. I've only been going after the treasure chest in Kulturas instead, because I currently have a quest that will give us some cool gear if we do that, but there's no reason to go do that here, I don't think. At least not yet. Since just like the rares, the treasure chest sort of stuff sort of scales with your level. Let's blow up these cannons.
Too far away. I must get closer. I need to target.
We can just almost let this spinning warrior just take out all this stuff for us. We don't even need to bother with it. See, that's cool. I really like the look of that temple. That looks cool. Alright, so we got these spires to deal with. And I'm guessing that's the other one over there. Let's just pop a health potion while we're at it. I like this music. It's really starting to kick in. I wasn't a big fan of it sort of when we first got to this area, but like the Cult Harass music, it really sort of adds to the atmosphere of this. And I usually don't play with the music on too often. So I've been impressed with what we've heard from the music so far anyways. I'm actually excited because my collector's edition's coming in a few days. So I'll be able to check that out because it has the soundtrack in it.
Hey there.
Korthek brought this war upon
We're
us.
just sort of zooming through a lot of this stuff as per usual. So we're gonna uncover the significance
We will
of
never
Vork
give
Stone.
up. We must remain strong.
Oh my god, I love this. Azeroth autopilot is just going nuts. We don't need stop. Okay,
You need something?
it's just in an infinite loop because you can basically. It looks like you could just loop that text. That's cool. Oh my god, we're so close to digging. We're like, fuck, we're like 200 experience away. This is where we're gonna go upstairs. There might be some more horde guys because I saw a lot of them going upstairs. So we're gonna start to stay in cloak just in case. We can just pop a Blingtron 5000 here. I just never went back and got the Blingtron 6000 recipe. I'm sort of newly returning to this character. I made this character back in Burning Crusade, long ass time ago. God, can he walk any slower? I like that he's telling us a story, but wish we could make him walk a little bit faster. So Korthek sounds like the big bad guy for this area. Basically that's what this area is probably going to revolve around. Kind of like the witches in Drolthar, I believe. Oh, Drustvar. Sorry. That was close.
Korthek brought this war upon us.
I was going to tell me, who are the keepers?
The faithless empire will fall.
There we go. Level 112. Ding.
What can I do for you? See you around.
All right, so we're going to go report to High Commander Halford, who's around here somewhere. Oh, he's back at the boat. Ooh, there's a flight path? There is a flight path up here. I must have missed that. Oh, there's a horde player. Let's cloak. Don't want to deal with them. Chances are the horde players in this area are probably highly leveled. Like this one's 113. It's not that far, but we may as well just use the flight path. So we got the AFK, so we're AFK for 45 seconds. So let's look over some of our stuff. So again, we haven't gotten a shoulder replacement. It's probably the last piece of Azerite gear we're going to replace, just because, again, we are still using our 100% critical legendary. We're at level 3 for our Heart of Azeroth, which isn't really too far, but we'll sort of concentrate on leveling that later. That allows us to empower our Azerite gear depending on the levels. Again, I mistakenly chose an assassination specialization here. I didn't know you couldn't change it afterwards, so that's no bueno, but that's okay. I do like, though, that it gives you a little more choice as opposed to the artifact stuff, where you really just had like a best of path that you sort of had to follow.
Fate smiles upon
Although I'm
us.
sure when we reach endgame, we're gonna have something similar. We gotta accept quests from this guy. So we now have a new follower, so now we can go back and do the mission that we saw there at the mission table. Since we'll have enough people to do it. Ooh, so we got another piece of Azeroth gear. So we've got shoulder piece, which again, I don't think we should go for. Let's look at these ones. So they look different. This looks cool. So we're gonna go for this helmet because there's no real reason for us to go to
By the light, first strike
go with the
belongs to
shoulders just yet. That legendary bonus is too good. Unfortunately, I didn't really get too many legendaries on this creature. Not this creature, this character. In fact, I think the only one I have is the shoulders and the wristbands. Both of which do not help this spec at all, unfortunately. Alright, so we're going to sort of return to Cult Harass.
Need help? Safe travels.
Because our job there is done. We've established the foothold. I'm guessing that we're going to sort of knock off the other two areas as we sort of level. That's the sense I'm what I'm getting. There we go.
The horde will fall.
So yeah, we could get another chess piece, but again, there's no real reason for us to do that. So we'll go for the mask.
Our work has just begun.
There we go. In fact, we hit level 4 with our Heart of Azeroth. Cool. So let's see. So let's see what the headpiece can give us. All right, for the spec. So this is the. It looks to me like each first level is sort of something for each spec. Because yeah, we've got Poison Wire. So Garrot increases your critical strike rating for your next mutilate, and then this one's for Outlaw. Between the Eyes increases damage of your next pistol shot by a certain amount, and this is sort of a flat base one if we think we're going to switch around all the time. Since I think we're going to pretty much stick with subtlety, we'll probably go with the subtlety one, but your spells and abilities have a chance to grant 156 critical strike and 95 haste for 10 seconds. Attacking a member of an opposing faction significantly increases this chance. So since we're rolling in PvP, if we get attacked by a horde person, that could come in handy. Or perforate, so backstabbing an enemy from behind increases the damage of backstab by 88 for 12 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Now, the thing is, I would actually be really tempted to take this talent, but the chances of us attacking enemies from behind when we're in the open world is probably not likely. And since this level is 280 and then it would go up to 285 at its max, we're probably going to replace it at max level. So my line of thinking is to actually go with Liberator's Might. I think is probably our best option. Locking it in. Again, if we were planning on just playing Assassination, I'd probably go with Poison Wire, but Liberator's Might at least is a catch-all, and I think the better one, given we're just going to use this for leveling, I guess. So let's see. So we've got Undead Rising. So what does this give us? Order Embers of Commendation. So awards 150 reputation. Perfect. Because we want that extra rep, since we're going to want to get those reps for Flightmaster eventually anyways. So mission duration increased. Unfortunately, we just don't have any mounted troops, but that's okay. Again, we're going to give these errors every time we access the table, but I think Garrison Mission Manager is going to help us out in the long run. Okay, so now let's head back. We should go back and notice level 114 before we can go back to Soldier. So let's go to Drustvar and sort of take out some of this stuff. But before that, I think we've got a lot of greens we got to go get some mats for. We could sell all this stuff, but I actually think that the mats actually will sell more than these items would. Just want to scrap all this stuff. Just watch it scrap away. Just watch as it goes. Hopefully we get some stuff for our profession, of which is engineering this time around on this character. But I don't know. I haven't really looked at any of the engineering stuff for this expansion, so I don't even know what we really get. I should probably look at that at some point. Okay, rescrap. So those are some Legion stuff that I can sell. And I think we got all of our scrappable stuff. Again, I gotta clean out my bags because a lot of the stuff we don't even really need anymore. Perfect. Okay, so let's just organize this stuff. So I saw this fishing bag in here. So we got a whole bunch of fish. We can put that in our bank. And then we can sell a lot of this stuff. So let's grab our repair mount. Ooh, Lingtron 6000. Maybe we'll get some cool goblin gliders in here. Nope, just a bunch of crap. So let's just sell all our grays. Again, we don't really need this thermal anvil or anything like that. We can always just come back to town. It's not a big deal. Okay. So I know that the bank is right here. So let's go do that. We're going to bank a lot of our mats because, you know, we don't really need it.
Browse at your leisure.
Once again, I need to sort of really just buckle down and clean a lot of this stuff out. So we don't need this Ravenhold teleporter. We can sell that. Sell that. Let's see. So we can sell all this stuff because this is our old equipment. We can sort of throw our keys of Li Shen, our grappling hook. We don't need to fence our goods anymore, so we can throw that in there. It's good to keep the tomes around, just in case we need to change our talents on the fly. Okay.
Do
So
check
that
back
seems
in
good.
stock, friend.
Let's head over here to the fish hawker.
Anything ancient to trade?
Just
Needs
sell
to be
all
at
this
least
Legion
2
shit. Because
centuries
we've
old.
already got the appearances, and they're just taking up bag space at this point. And since we're not really leveling fishing, I'm just going to sort of throw that away. Especially since, God, we have to get to fucking 300 level fishing. Like, good luck. That's not going to happen anytime soon. So since in the open world we're not... Oh, we can just get rid of this whistle. So the open world, we're not really using a lot of this stuff. We can sort of move a lot of it around. Again, the chances of us using a health stone, unless we do some dungeons, probably not likely. So we can move that around there. A lot of this other stuff we'll probably use at some point. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is, I believe the transmogrification place is right here. Just going to remove this helmet. In fact, I'm just going to save this outfit. Outfit 1! Alright, let's go. So now let's fly back to Drustvar, and then we can finally pick up where we left off. Doing some quests, all that good stuff.
Lord Admiral's favour, friend.
Alright, so we're just going to go back to Fallhaven and take in this beautiful scenery. Again, this city looks really big and confusing, kind of like Suramar City. Trying to navigate around Suramar City is as beautiful as it is, was kind of annoying. But I love the look of this place. It looks really cool, and it really, like, as someone who played Warcraft 3 a lot, I remember some of the mission areas or the cinematics that took place around Kulturas, and it looks like dead on. I love just the attention to detail that they did there. Looks really cool. And then this is Stormsong Valley, it looks like. A lot of these areas look pretty cool too, but again, we're going to get there later. I think the plan is anyways, to polish off as much of Drustvar as we can. We're 3 of 10 in. Just alt-tabbing around all of this place. Alright. So we're almost there. I'm glad that we're using the flight path now instead of the ferry, because I feel like the ferry it takes so much longer, and there's so many freaking ferry points around here. Alright, so I'm guessing autopilot's also in concurrence with me. I think our best thing to do is go to this northern area and take it out, because we got that group quest still that we should do at some point. And we might just be powerful enough already just to do it on our own, but we should consider doing this group quest, because it probably gives us a lot of XP, especially in war mode. That's probably about 2,500 to 3,000 or 30,000.
Mainlander, eh?
And we're just going to grab all this. So we're going to look for the signs of the children. He was taking care of his grandson and his friends. And he told them to go play it quietly. And he took a nap and he woke up and he left. Kind of like Ethan Mars in the hit game Heavy Rain. Sean. Just, you know, that's what happened to Sean. You don't want what happened to Sean to happen to you. Now, the real question is, do these guys have pockets? They do have pockets. Excellent. I like stealing stuff from these guys. Again, we're mostly just going to eviscerate a lot of these people. When we get to the creature from the group quest, I think it'll be easier to not do that. But so we found a backpack. So we got a beginner's guide to archaeology. Excellent. My favorite profession in the whole wide world. Not. I am not a big fan of archaeology in this game. Especially like when I remember when archaeology first came to Cataclysm. I was so excited to do archaeology. I maxed it out pretty quickly, but then like grinding the high level stuff in archaeology was a big pain in Cataclysm.
I'm out of range.
I meant to click on this guy. And yes, viewer at home, you're probably screaming at me. You're like, why are you not alt-tabbing? I'm like, I usually do a combination of alt-tabbing and sort of right mouse clicks. And that time I just happened to take up the wrong enemy. The Beginner's Guide to Archaeology. I'm guessing this is some quest where we get a whole bunch of books. We're just going to pick all of these guys' pockets. Because all that silver adds up. We can buy ourselves something nice with that.
I need to target
Stab.
something first.
I got to tell you, I'm missing a lot of the artifact abilities though on some rogues. A lot of them really sort of added to the pace of the spec, which is something I really liked. Back sort of when at the end of Legion when I started to pick up my rogue again. And again, we don't need to kill all these guys. That's why we're just sort of pickpocketing them at our leisure. Let's see. So I'm guessing there's something right here. Zoom in into our map. There it is. All right. Well, we can kill this guy. Kill his friend. Just have our shadows pop out. Deal some
I
damage.
must get closer.
Oh, that boar wants some action. Okay.
Too far away.
Do some sweet eviscerates there. So we do have some food in our bags in case something does happen. But I'm just content to using Crimson Vial at this point. Ooh, what's up here? There's got to be something up here if autopilot's telling us to go up here. Oh, it just wants us to turn the quest. Mistakes were made.
Anchors away!
Alright, so there's a quest here too. I'm just gonna knock out that boar for now. We're gonna recover some relics, y'all. So it looks like more of these trucks. Oh, come on! Seriously? This boar just wants them? Alright. See, this is where I'm starting to notice the bit of slowness with this spec. Like, I feel like I'm burning up resources way too quick, and then I'm mostly just standing there and just waiting for stuff to happen. And the poison, the Shadow Blade dot isn't as powerful as deadly poison seems to be.
I'm out of range.
Genuine Titan disc? Oh my god, it looks like a cheese wheel. That's awesome. Alright, so since we don't need to kill all these guys, we may as well just stun one of them.
I do not have a target.
This person's rooted. Let's go around. Relic of the Makers. Like what? This is probably like another cheese wheel or something, right? It's gotta be. Ooh, there's a small treasure chest there. Okay. We only need to kill this boar. We only really need to kill one of the two of them, and you know, these boars are going. Oh, come on! I don't even think I hit him. He breaks out of sap. I don't think so. That just adds so much more time to this.
Too far away.
Alright, so let's grab this. Now again, since we're back here, we're trying to get these scrolls. So let's see if this is one of the scrolls we want. There we go. So we got 7 of 12. So we need to collect 12 of them. Also, I like this trash item, ship in a bottle. I like that icon. It looks really cool. And it's worth 18 gold. That's pretty good for a trash item. Again, we don't want to deal with this guy. He has no... He's the one Trog that doesn't have pockets. Like, what's up with that? Come on. Oh, so it's up there. But we're going to have to fight these guys. Come on around here, corner. Yep, that's a good one. God damn it.
I'm out of range.
I don't think you guys want to attack me. You just don't see I'm even here. Now, the real question is, can I grab this without aggroing anything? Nope. Looks like they just see me no matter what. That's fine. Oh my god, resource generation is so slow on this spec. What am I in combat with? Again, I don't even know. Is it? Yep. I bet you it's that guy in Sap. I wonder if they changed how Sap works. Because I haven't used it too much. I don't think I used Sap at all yesterday. So I wonder if they changed the way Sap works. Because I know they changed the way that Hunter's Frost Trap works. Where basically you kind of have to worry about the enemy pulling. Like you can still get into combat with them while they're frozen. So I wonder if that's how Sap works. Just incapacit. Yeah, damage will revive the target, but we're not damaging these guys. So, like, I wonder if it's pulling them. So we walk by him. License tab. No. Oh well. There must be something else going on that I'm not thinking of. Alright, so we're gonna turn in the 3 quests. Ooh. like there's just that little piece there. It's obviously like inside the mountain, but that's still really weird that it's just hiding out in there. Of course, that's just telling us about the elite that we don't really care about.
Do I sound like a pirate?
He did have the pirate voice. I'll give it that. All right, so let's kill Crag the Stone Shaker. Do you have any loot? Oh, he's got a half-eaten sausage. Like, why would he carry that around in his pocket? I don't understand.
I do not have a target.
Alright, so we're gonna save this kid. I guess he was gonna eat poor Nigel. Come on, let's get out of here. We're just using Crimson Vials left, right, and center.
You mind your business, and I'll mind mine.
Ooh, so we got a trinket. So we got 59 mastery. Your spells and abilities have a chance to get 150 agility. That's probably better for us leveling than the tiny oozling. As much as I hate to say it. It does a lot of damage when it hits 6 stacks, but the chances of us hitting 6 stacks against a lot of these enemies is probably not very likely. So even though autopilot's telling us to go the other way, I think our best thing to do now is to go do this group quest and get it out of the way while we're here. That way we don't have to come back to this area. So let's see if we can find a group. Ooh, there's a group of 4 people already. Nope. Declined. Alright, we'll try searching one more time. Let's start a group. Let's wait for people to join. We just follow this guy around the river until A, people show up, or B, we get people joining. Do we have audio list? No. We're just gonna invite all these motherfuckers. Let's go on him. Alright, we probably have enough people. We can probably do this. Now, where are my other group members? They're way over there. We got all rogues. This is like the rogue party. This is all rogues just joining this group. All right. And one more should do it. All right, so we got the maximum number of players. So let's pull this. We'll activate our secret technique. I love that. It looks cool. And I like how, like, we're getting, like, a good, like, solid burst of damage. But I feel like we're not... Like, we're running out of resources way too quickly, and we're using them more than we're sort of used to. And maybe it's just me just needing to get used to the leveling rotation. But... Right. So there we go. We did it. What? I didn't get credit for that? What? That's weird. Huh. Because it didn't convert to a raid group or anything. I don't think. No, we're gonna have to search again. Alright, let's join this person's group. See what happens. Okay. There he is down there. So let's jump in and help out. Alright, we're gonna kill this guy again. Hopefully we actually get progress. Again, it shouldn't... I don't think it converted to a raid group. And that's why it delisted us when we hit 5 people.
I must get closer.
There we go. We actually got credit for the kill this time. And let's just leave party. So let's cash in this quest before we go where autopilot's telling us to go. And then we can sort of go from there. Stupid spider.
Too far
Oh.
away.
See, you knocked me off my mount, and then you just run away like a little bitch. You don't want to fight anymore. I get it, but yeah, don't knock me off my mount then. And again, it's still showing us this. We really don't need to worry about that, though. All right.
Grim tidings, I
There we
fear.
go. So let's just reload so that goes away. Grab some water. Overall, again, I'm actually really liking the story of this area, though. I like the idea of there being like a witch coven that we're sort of fighting, because that's very unique to World of Warcraft. We really haven't had too many storylines like that, especially because we're getting some unique enemies in this area. I really like it. I also really like the storyline we did yesterday with the Wicker Man. We basically had to fight this evil cult that's sort of like dedicated to the Wicker Man. Of course, it references the movie The Wicker Man with Nicolas Cage. It's so good. And we're sort of using our water strider. Is there a more optimal way of running? Let's find out. It looks like there is. It's still about 400 yards away. It's saying to go up this little thing. This is probably how I missed it. I'm like, how do I even get up there? It says to go this way. But then, yeah, how do I get that? I don't know if this is the I don't know if I should be trusting the route that this is giving me. It's like, go up this mountain. Like, just go up the side of it. But obviously, it meant to tell us to go all the way around. It was just pointing us in the wrong direction there. This is my first time actually leveling using this particular add-on. I saw a couple people were recommending it for route optimization, but this is my first time actually using it, so I'm not used to its stupid routing sometimes. There we go.
Greetings, Outlander.
Yeti to rumble. We gotta kill some Yetis. And then we gotta recover the wrapped supplies, cask of salted fish, hardened lockbox, and bucket of grain
Glory
from
teller,
Alpine Rays.
I'll need you to follow this one and carry the supplies they find.
All right, so it looks like we got a little horse. We got a horsey. I could have, tried to pickpocket the Yeti, but something tells me Yetis don't have pockets. I mean, if we don't, if a lot of these enemies don't have pockets, I don't know how the Yetis have pockets. Oh, we got the wrapped supplies. Okay. So it's saying to grab the cask of salted fish next. Again, I don't even know why I attack these guys. I don't really have a quest to kill them. Although, I'm guessing there is now. Okay. Well. Apparently we're getting the premium etched bone from these angry skeletons. Again, I like these skeleton models. They look pretty cool. They got some cool armor on them. Although, again, we saw a lot of them yesterday, so I don't know how much I am in love with them at this point. We've been seeing them a lot lately. So let's grab some Storm Silver. Oh, come on, it phased out. Man. Okay. Let's grab this Yeti. Since we gotta kill 8 of them anyways. And we've got most of this hardened leather. Or sorry, these quest items. We gotta kill them eventually.
I do not have a target.
Okay. Let's just sort of zoom past this. Again, I love the combination of just going into stealth and then just zooming past a lot of these enemies. Grab the lockbox, and then it looks like the bucket of grain is this way. Ooh, it looks like, I'm guessing that's a quest enemy at some point. Especially since there's a quest up there that we're not aware of. We're gonna ambush these Yetis here. No, come back! I can't taunt you, but I can whack you in the back until you turn around and face me. Come on. Die, Mr. Yeti. I'm like all out of resources again. maybe we switch back to Assassination. As much as I like Subtlety, Assassination might be better since, again, we're burning up. Like, I think Subtlety's better for bursting a lot of these enemies, but again, we're just having way faster resource dumping. See, it already feels better, because even though we're still using our resources at a quick pace, the poisons at least are better at finishing a lot of these enemies off. Especially because we do have our our assassination legendary wrist straps, which also do help with this. Kill the Yeti! We may as well grab some food while we're at it. We're gonna eat some. What's on the menu? Salty dog crackers. They sound yummy. I'm sure people love them. Ooh, look at that. We got all of our health back pretty quickly. All right, so we got a rich storm silver deposit. Hopefully it doesn't phase out this time. Like almost every mineral deposit I've gone to is in this expansion just likes to phase out. So these are sort of the last two Yetis we need to grab. So we may as well just grab them now. We're gonna spread our poisons. Geralt this guy too, so he's bleeding. Again, the closer they get to death, the faster we kill them, which is a nice perk of these bracers. Alright, so now I'm guessing we're gonna go kill this big Yeti. At least I'm guessing that's what this quest is.
What is your business with House Wake? Yeah! Ride to Aram's stand,
Yep.
Bella.
I knew it. So she sent the horse away, so we lost our horse. But we gained so much more. Ooh, so this is cool. So we're still in stealth. We probably can't sap this guy. Nope. We're probably gonna have to take both these guys out. Which is fine, I guess. Or just all green. Yeah. We're gonna twist the poison knife into him and then start sort of working on this guy. See, at least we're running out of resources quickly here, but at least it's less of a grind. Alright, so maybe we should wait until... Motherfucker! It's never-ending skeletons in this area. At least they're dying quickly to our poisons. Alright, so let's try this again. So let's grab crackers first, because it doesn't look like there's anything around to give us this combination. There probably is somewhere, but we're not going to go for it. So let's try this one. Okay. Nope, not the end. So again, first one always seems to be this one on the left. At least that's what I'm noticing from these. Let's try this. Let's try the end. Nope. Okay, so we know the combination now. So it's this one, then this one, then the bottom one, then the end. Boom. We got ourselves a rune-bound treasure chest. So Heartsbane Grimoire places the user under the spell of the Heartsbane Coven. Well, for some reason we already have this one, so it's fine. I haven't actually tried to break down toys. I don't think we can, but I'm gonna hold on to it for now anyway, since it's not really worth anything. All right, let's kill this Yeti. We'll use our poison blade because we're about to envenom anyways. Now he's gonna die super quick because we've already got rupture on him as well with max stacks. We'll use Garrett on him. And there we go. That's one dead Yeti. Although his name's Frostmage, but he wasn't really much of a wizard.
Hail, traveler.
Okay, so apparently this is just some cabin in the woods, but it looks like there's some kind of secret passage. Of course,
I can't believe
There's all these things around, but it's so obvious because this frickin' bookcase is in front of the door. Now, is it the book that opens it, or is it this lantern? Well, looks like it's just the lantern.
That's it. The way is opening. Keep your sails true.
Don't run away from me. All right, so it looks like. So what lies beyond is more ruins, much more like the Coven. Okay, so it looks like this is some Coven secret passageway.
Long ago, when Kultiras was first settled,
Ooh, I didn't even need to mark her.
encountered a savage group of warmongering barbarians. They called themselves.
So I'm guessing
the
these stone
Drust.
guys are going to come to life at some point.
Drustvar was their ancestral home. It was from here that they
Just
launched
makes sense.
endless raids into our fledgling hamlets.
Although I wonder if we
This carried
pull
on
them
for
at all if I
countless
just them in
years,
stealth.
Until the ancestors of House Warcraft decided that something had to be done. Wait, what was that?
Yep, I'm guessing these are coming to life. Since we've already fought these guys before, it's not really much of a surprise that they're alive. There we go. Poison, poison, poison.
I need to target something.
I'm sorry,
first.
Mainlander. The Coven's magic must be disturbing the spirits of the ancient Drust.
Mainlander.
We'll have to be careful.
Yes, we will be careful.
My ancestors fought against stone constructs, much like these in their war against the Drust. The Waycrests have always been hearty folk, but the Drust's magic was strong.
Hardy folk.
We were losing the war. In the end, it was our scholars that turned the tide.
I like how she's all sparkly. I don't know if that's this quest or if she's actually just sparkly on purpose. Not this quest, sorry, the add-on.
Wait! Look
Oh,
out!
more of these motherfuckers. So he's going to take a whole bunch of damage. So work the body on him and come back to this guy. So just envenom him and he's dead.
I do not have a target.
Down for the
Thank you,
count.
Mainlander. I thought that one had
Pop a
me for a
potion.
moment.
They deal a lot of damage to me. And I know our gear
As I was
isn't
saying,
super good. It's a
the
lot
tide
of
the war
catch-up gear
shifted when our
and
scholars
fucking
began to
blue
uncover
rings
weaknesses in
from
the
this
Drust's
expansion.
magic.
but-
They compiled what they learned into a treatise on weapons and tactics that could be used to defeat the barbarians. Armed with this knowledge, our men started driving the Drust back into their mountain holds. They kept that knowledge hidden here, safe from unwanted hands.
Okay, so these, like, stone guardians were basically sort of used as an army to drive back the Drost, which I guess are those tree folk. So I'm guessing I need to
It looks
destroy
like
this.
some rubble blocks our path ahead. Can you clear the way?
With our fancy daggers, we're just gonna stab it.
Wait, something's not right. Mainlander, behind you!
Oh, there's a big rock guy. We got this. Apparently, big rock guys susceptible to poison. I don't know if that really stacks up with D&D lore, because you know they don't have any veins. They don't have blood. They're rocks. Can rocks really bleed out? I guess we finally found an answer.
I've
I
never
need to
seen
target
a construct that
something
big
first.
before. Are you all right?
I like the look of these constructs. They look pretty cool.
What am I saying?
They look a lot
Of
different than
course
sort
you're
of the
all right.
elementals we're
I
used
can
to.
see it'll take more than a few stones to bring you down. Come along. The book should be in here. Here it is. The last resting
There we go. We got a
place
whole
the
bunch of
Order
books.
Embers.
We got some
Are you ready
scrolls.
to revive ancient history?
The Tome of Silver and Ash. While in Drustvar, killing an aberration, elemental or undead grants you 1% haste for 1 minute, stacking up to 20 times. Ooh, that's really cool. So if we chain a whole bunch of enemies together, we can get a little haste bonus. And of course, 100 Azerite power, which, again, we've got a percentage here. We're about 300 away still.
A steady. If you are prepared to follow the path of the Order, take up the book.
I am prepared,
The
milady.
knowledge within will grant you, as well
There we
as
go.
our forces, The edge needed to destroy the
So
foul
take on the high
coven
road.
that
Let us continue
plagues our
to
land.
Aram Strand. It will take some time to parse the knowledge of the tome and train more inquisitors for our cause. If the Order's weapons are as effective against the Coven as they are against the Drost, we may stand a chance against recruiting my family and restoring this land to its former glory. I'll make my way there on foot until we meet again.
Glory to
We
House
will go
Waker.
there.
Thus is reborn the Order of Embers.
So, of course, the Order of
Now
Embers
then,
good is a reputation we want to sort of get while we're leveling here, because that'll allow us to get some endgame gear, which I'm excited about. So we're going to run back all the way through this cave. And it doesn't look like we have to worry about these golems coming back to life and killing us. Nope. This way? Oh, that's kind of dumb. It's around the corner. So we're gonna sneak back in through this house again. Again, I'm just in the habit of just stealthing all the time. Ooh. Is there a quest that's around here? So we accepted the quest. Or I guess that's just autopilot telling us that there is a... I'm guessing that it's leading us towards some sort of group quest. Because we don't actually have one at all. Well, it's not telling us to go this way, but it's fine. We'll find our way back. That thing's really big. I don't know if we want to take that on. It's one of the... It's a rare, I guess. Grab this mining outlet. Again, it's good just to grab these mines because it's basically just free experience for us. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so this is a group quest. So... Again, it just gives us a ton of experience. I'm guessing that's why it's telling us to do it. Especially since we don't have a quest to kill these wolves or anything like that. There it is. Okay. So it looks like it's fighting a deer. Let's just join this group at the top. Seem like fine folk. You gonna accept my invitation? There we go. Oh, there it is. All right. So let's just kill it really, really fast.
Too far away.
Just get really into our rotation, and there we go. It's dead. That was quick. Now, I'm guessing we want to hang out with Arthur Tradewind, who's a druid. This is like the Kaltiran druid forms. They look really cool. So we may as well accept his ride up the mountain. I wonder where this brings us. I guess it brings us over here. Worst case, we can always grab a goblin glider and fly down. He's too rooted because, you know, he's a tree. Here we go. We got the druid bear form.
For the faint of heart. Stand strong.
So are we just up here just to learn more about this guy? I guess there's no quests up here. Okay. Well, I'm glad we at least took the journey just to get it out of the way, I guess, so we don't have to come back here again. So now let's go back the other way. I wonder if we can climb up here. We can probably take the goblin glider across. run. This reminds me, of course, of Skyrim, just trying to find the most effective way to just run up the side of a mountain. Yeah, we can't climb up there. Let's try going around this way. It'll save us so much time if this actually works, or else it'll just waste a whole bunch of time too. Because, you know, we're on stream. We're just here, just, you know, hanging out, just wasting time. It's great. It's great. Or maybe this, the bug just doesn't want to climb up the side of the mountain. So let's just run all the way around. It's fine. Because using our glider here probably isn't going to help us. If anything, it'll just probably put us further away. Ooh. So I've commented before a lot about this yesterday. I actually really like the look of this place. Again, it reminds me a lot of, like, the foresty area kind of reminds me of some of the foresty areas in Stormheim, and then we've got these snowy mountains. Like, I really like the look of this area, and again, it reminds me so much of, like, sort of the Norse areas in God of War. Like, it just really, I really like the look of this area. Like, it's just a really unique area to World of Warcraft, not just in sort of the environment, but even the questing. Again, we're getting this storyline with this cult and these witches. It's really cool and kind of refreshing. All right, so we got this village here with like this icy pond. This looks really cool. I guess there's something going on with this village. Just like the first one where we went to with the plague.
I know you're trying to.
Drustvar stands
But you
firm.
must stop these adventures of yours.
Well, I appreciate
It's
dedication. I
dangerous
wanted
out
compiling the stone.
You don't
So
understand.
he doesn't like this book.
The knowledge we've unearthed could be the key to saving. Now, it says here that the Order
I wish
used
I had
special
your
weapons
faith.
against the Trust.
They're just having like
Time
two
to
different
take on
conversations.
ancient legends,
If my theory is
eliminate
correct,
this threat.
then whatever they used. could
Apparently, to
also
read this book,
disrupt
I
the
need to go
Covenant's
light all
magic.
these candles for them.
Let
Even
me
though they
see
got
if
this
there's
candle right
something
here.
we
Like,
can
why
try.
do they need two, like, right next to it? They got all these candles here. Come on.
Much better. Could you do me a favor and jot this down?
Oh,
My notebook
we're
is
just
here
sitting there
somewhere.
just writing with our feather pen.
Rowanwood. No, that doesn't grow around here.
I don't know how much
Our
writing you
chemical
can actually do
fire.
with, like,
Oh,
doing
if
with this
only
little
Master
motion,
Ashton
but
were here,
whatever.
He would have a field day. I need you to find my sewing kit. It should be somewhere in my bag over there.
We got that sewing
The
kit.
tome mentions that the Inquisitors of old would use weapons.
just doing
of
some
silver to
searching in this
disrupt the
backpack.
magic of the Trust.
There we go. Got
If the Covenant
the
wield
repair
similar
kit.
magic, they may be vulnerable to silver as well.
Aha! So that's how we're gonna test for witches. We're
A
gonna
steady tide
we're
of
gonna
chaos.
poke them with a sewing
Marshal,
a sewing
we may have
needle,
found weapons
and
to use
apparently
against the Covenant.
that's what's
We will
gonna
need able-bodied
tell if they're
soldiers to
witches or
wield
not.
them.
We have many capable troops stationed here, my lady. They'll make fine recruits for your Order of Embers.
Alright, so I'm guessing this is the guard that we need to turn
Good day
this
to you.
wolf quest in for. Ooh, we're almost at level 5 for the Heart of Azeroth.
Friend or foe?
So we're gonna poke him.
Hey, watch where you're pointing that thing. Keep your distance, Mainlander.
We're gonna poke this sleeping guy.
What in blazes was that for?
All we're doing is just pissing these people off. We're not actually doing anything.
Hey!
There are no witches here. They're just we're just poking them for no reason. Ooh. So there's a whole bunch of relics we can destroy. Should fucking light that book on fire.
Friend or foe?
Poke. Oh, there we go. We got one of these witches. Again, I really like these character models. They look really cool. Ooh, hidden dealings. Among her possessions, a crudely drawn map of Autumn Stand, a symbol which marks what looks like the entrance to a cellar beneath one of the buildings. So I'm guessing there's a whole bunch of witches down there, or a powerful witch. We're destroying some little thing by the fire. Now we're just standing in the fire.
State your business.
State your business. I'm poking you in the face.
Hey, watch where you're pointing
State
that
your
thing.
business.
I'm gonna slowly poke you.
Clumsy oaf.
What
in blazes was that?
Again, I found 2
Mainlander.
witches so far and poked like 6 people.
Bloody mainlanders.
Ouch. What in blazes was that? Friend or foe?
We're about to find out.
Hey, watch where you're
mainlanders.
pointing.
Again, there's like 2 witches in this village and everyone else is normal and I just keep poking them. That's kind of mean. Huh. So this person is sleeping with a fetish.
State your business.
I wonder if they're a witch. Poke. Oh, what a surprise. The person sleeping in bed with a witch tool is a witch. Like, come on. Like, do a better job of hiding this shit. So this person's afraid of this witch. Maybe they're not a witch. Oh, no. They were just pretending to be afraid.
I do not have a target.
That's kind of creepy. We killed a witch and we got 666 experience for it.
Enough sitting around. So, you're the one behind this Order of Embers I've been hearing
Oh,
about.
burn the scrolls. Burn the knowledge.
While I don't buy
Those kids don't need that knowledge anyways.
Hello.
Whoop.
New orders then? Come, Winston. Looks like we have witchers to fight.
Oh, we gotta get Winston. Let's again burn the knowledge. It's a good old-fashioned book burning. It's a creepy-looking village. Like, as if no one else here could tell, oh shit, there's witch stuff here. We probably shouldn't hang that in our village. Also, that's kind of creepy. We got some fish statues on that door. Just burning more just random objects on top of course, just use fire on an object sitting on top of a wooden crate. The wooden crates won't light on fire. They're just made of wood.
I have my doubts, but
I don't like these leaps of logic that we're using with this questing. Just run real fast. This dude's just hanging out on the pier.
It's about time.
Now, is there even more stuff to burn around here? I think we got most of the stuff, even though there's still
Friend or foe?
2 left. Here we go. We got the cellar. We're gonna investigate the cellar. Huh? What's going on down here? What are you doing? That looks like blood and some entrails.
Mainlander, eh?
Oh,
You found us out.
found us out, lady. Look at your basement.
Yourself so clever.
don't get many
No
trouble.
matter. Soon you'll
Don't get many
discover
travelers
and
here,
die with
These people are your pets? Oh, I guess they kind of are. I was like, man, you're treating people like pets. And again, another ominous 666 experience points for killing this witch and her tree people.
I was promised greatness.
You're promised greatness, but you got stabbed in the face. Like, look at this. All of them are granting 666 experience. That's kind of evil, man. Alright, so we can go back to the surface now. Surprisingly, the one place where all the witch stuff is, there's no witch stuff to burn down here. So where's this last person? Oh, he's like way over there. Let's grab the last 2 things to burn first. And then we'll go out there. Is there actually witch stuff in the inn? No. Also, I've started to notice this. I'm in an inn, but there's no rest. Like you're not gaining rested status for logging out in an inn. I wonder what's up with that. I wonder if that's a bug or if that's intentional. They want you to like go back to the capital city to rest, I guess. Seems a little odd to me. Like, you'd make your Hearthstone there, but then you'd teleport back, and then you'd have to go find, like, a separate inn in a main city to rest in. Or if you want rested experience, you basically have to go back to the rested city. And then when you log back in, you have to travel all the way back to where you were. Especially if you're not near a flight master, that seems like kind of weird gameplay to me. Now, come on, there's got to be one more of these stupid objects around here that I'm just not seeing. Again, the weird house with the angler statues. I'm surprised there's no witch stuff there. Is there witch stuff up here? No, I guess we're outside the circle. The only place I think I haven't checked is inside this house. Which, of course, is where we started. Which, again, it seems weird that there'd be witch stuff in here, and that there clearly isn't.
How can I help?
Let's just cash in
The
these quests
coven will
with the
pay
seal
for their
first.
atrocities.
And of course, it gives us the toy so we can poke people who are on our own, very slowly, with the sewing needle. See, I wonder if there's like one specific place where this witch item is that I'm just not checking. Oh my god, my email account settings are out of date. Ah, there we go. One more book. And we may as well go out of town, grab this ensign first, and then come back and then sort of cash all the quests in. Fuck, we're getting there. We're like halfway to 113. We're going pretty quick. This war mode bonus is no slouch. I'm very glad we got war mode on. Especially after yesterday. Ooh, I like the look.
Salutations. So the rumors are true. The Order of Embers is reformed.
We can definitely make use of our goblin
And
glider
here I
kits from up
thought
here.
their tales were merely some historian's overactive imagination. Thank you for delivering these orders.
Perfect. All right, so let's go back, cash these in, and sort of see where we need to go from here.
Greetings, Outlander.
Greetings, Outlander.
The battle awaits.
That's just how I imagine they talk
What
in
is
my
your
head.
business with House Waycrest?
All right, so give the Inquisitors Gala to the recruits. So it looks like we're gonna start
Farewell.
Forming
Words of induction
the Order of
somewhere in
Embers.
the tone.
My blade is
Let me
ready.
see. Ah, here we are.
Lovely day for some witch hunting, isn't it?
Brothers and
This sort of
sisters,
reminds me of
today
introducing
we shall drive back the
members to the
searing
Horde
fire
when
that
during
burns
the
away
Cataclysm
darkness.
expansion.
You have need of me?
Today, you become the shining blade that cuts through the wicked.
Huh?
Today, you become the beacon of hope against the endless foe. By the authority of House Waycrest. Now, I name
before
you
we depart,
Inquisitors
I'll need
of the
someone
Order
to
of
undertake a
Embers.
I went too fast
Special
for her
task the
voice.
Order. Any recommendations, Marshal?
Captain Cleardawn, excuse me, Inquisitor Cleardawn is as reliable as they come. I'm sure she can handle anything you need her for.
Thank you, sir. What
We
do
got
you
our
require
AFK
of
timer
me,
going.
milady?
If we
put that
wish
there.
to defeat the Coven for good, we will need more than silver. We will need fire. Take this recipe
Fire,
for
and
alchemical
lots of it.
fire to Master Ashton in Falconhurst. He will know what to make of it.
Yes, ma'am.
The rest of us will need to prepare for the ride to Corlane. Marshal, I understand you have a plan of attack.
Yes, ride out on the mainlander's command.
Perfect.
How can
I command we ride out. Okay, so we've already got a cowl, and we've already got a shirt. So, do we want either of these? Like, I guess we have to take one. What looks cooler? This helmet looks cooler, I guess. I mean, they're about the same item level. And this one's only a lower. Maybe, actually, no. Let's grab this one just in case we decide to go back to subtlety. I actually think
keep your sails
it'll be
true.
smart to do that. There we go. So we got a new power for our helmet. So we've got 2 to choose from, and I think we went over these before. So we've got Shrouded Mantle, so Cloak of Shadows heals you for a bunch of health for 9 seconds, plus an additional amount once the effect ends. Or, whenever we take damage, heal for just a blanket amount. Cannot occur more than 6 seconds. So we haven't really used Cloak of Shadows too much. Again, that's sort of our emergency button anyways. I kind of like just this passive one, just because, again, we're not using a ton of Cloak of Shadows, I think. So let's just grab this. Again, that's different from the chest piece we have, where it was either running speed or, again, this exact same health talent.
We must act with haste.
Glory
Word
to
is
House
given.
Warcraft. Let us ride to call.
Now, I wonder if we can take a look at this set of abilities now. So what we'll do, so we got Backstab and Shadow Strike deal initial damage, and then extend the duration of Symbols of Death. See, that's a cool talent. That's a cool talent. So if we go back to Subtlety, this chest armor is actually going to really come in handy, I think. We're surrounded by 4 more enemies, gain a shield that absorbs a whole bunch of damage, or again, the same healing one. This one's actually really cool too. If we pull a whole bunch of mobs, that can really get us out of a pinch, actually. So that chest piece is going to be really good if we go back to Subtlety.
I would like your assistance.
Perfect.
We've not a moment to waste. Falconhurst hasn't been heard from in days.
So I think it's telling us to go this way to Falconhurst and sort of do her quest first before we go to
I will meet you there.
this way, where I'm guessing this is where the manor is, because I see storming the manor as one of the story points. So that's a reputation to it. We're almost at honored, actually, which is pretty sweet. Again, I believe at friendly we get sort of a 320 item, and then 354
Stand
for
strong.
either revered or exalted. That's also how we get some of our profession
Strike
stuff
true.
as well. Okay, so we're saving 10 weary spirits, and then we're sort of investigating these stones. And I'm guessing that quest over there gives us a quest to kill these skeletons.
Underway.
Yep.
For
She
Coltyrus.
thinks we're part of her militia. Well,
We got 15 of these
follow
skeletons
orders,
to kill.
none
That's a
those
lot of
monsters
skeletons.
will ever make it down to Aram's stand. Let's help.
Again, that guy looks really big. And we don't really have any reason to kill these warriors.
I must get closer.
I wonder if this is how we free the spirits. Nope.
I
Nope, they're just standing there. Right, so if we see those around, we don't really need to engage them. So let's get this runic stone first.
It seems as if the Coltyrans in this steel are civilians? Sailors
Okay, so we
or
can
some
interact with that one.
farmers?
So we
Wait,
want to kill this guy.
This depicts one of the early Coltyran settlements. One of the lost settlements. When we landed here, we tried peace. The Drust went to war immediately. Only a few
I'm out of
tolerated new
range.
neighbors.
Killed some dross.
This, they've glorified the slaughter. The Coltyrans don't even have weapons.
Stab, stab, stab. See, there we go. We're going at a pretty quick pace with these guys. I like that she's helping us out, too. Kind of reminds me of just sort of bringing a bodyguard along during Legion for your quest.
I need to target
Stab,
something
stab, stab.
first.
So, weary spirit. Another weary spirit. That's a big stone. We just exposed an error in the loop, the music loop,
It's a
because it
victory
totally cut
over
out there.
another Coltyran settlement.
Like when the music was
The large
starting to
figure
build.
in the center is their legendary leader, I think. Interesting that we don't see any of their constructs taking the field.
I almost missed that that spirit there. Kind of just blended into the environment. Motherfucker. These runic warriors are kind of a pain in the ass. So, again, I like their design. I like how they look different from other elementals, but we just keep having to fight them and they're just all over the place. Also, I literally have no idea what we're in combat with. We're in combat with something, though, apparently. Let's just cloak. Apparently skeletons can bleed out somehow. Again, same with the rocks. Like, skeletons don't have blood. How are these poisons and bleeds killing them? I guess like the Kingsbane poison that's in these daggers. It's too much for even beings without blood for the poison to circulate to overcome, I guess. I don't know. That's my long-winded explanation. And I'm not trying to pickpocket these guys, since I'm pretty sure that I saw from yesterday that they do not have pockets. And neither do these elemental guys. See?
I cannot attack that.
Let's start heading towards the third stone. We'll probably see some more spirits along the way, like this one right here.
I cannot attack that target.
We still have 5 more of these frickin' skeletons to kill. Grab this guy. And then, of course, we can just sneak by this guy, which is nice. I like, too, that she just sort of goes into stealth, too, so she doesn't pull anything.
Ha! And here we are, fighting back. Even their leader is withdrawing from the field.
So I'm guessing the 4th stone is the last stone. We still got a whole bunch of skeletons to kill, but I figure there's... Because I saw some things going on outside that cave. I'm guessing we gotta go in there at some point.
This is clearly Gorak-Tul, their greatest leader. Ah, he is
This
leading
stone?
a ritual to create the stone constructs. The constructs began to take the field. He'd run out of living warriors, so he created a new army. But what empowered the stones?
Oh.
Interesting. I hadn't realized the constructs came later, as part of his desperation. This isn't Drust. It's a Kaltirian carving over a Drust monolith. That's Lord Aram Waycrest, when he was just a colonel, leading the final assault. And there, that is Gorak-Tul being stabbed by Waycrest. Histories of this event always say Lord Aram killed Gorak-Tul, and his army fell thereafter. But here you can see all his constructs shattering as he's stabbed and his power broken. There was some connection.
Oh, we haven't gotten it yet. So it looks like when they created the army, these runic soldiers, the leader got backstabbed somehow, even though history, of course, says otherwise. Of course, we don't.
Your ancestors were fools, as are you.
Smash.
The Kaltirian plague will be cleansed, and we will retake our lands.
He sounds really angry. Ooh, that's bad. There we go. We investigated the cave. All right, let's grab this. That's the thing. We could grab this cape. It's quite a few item levels higher, but it's not really a huge upgrade, whereas I think
will do some scouting and meet you
this
further down
is
the
a
path.
better upgrade over this mastery ring, I guess.
Remain steadfast.
It just seems like a much more superior version of the same thing. All right, so we need to go out here and just sort of mop up the rest of these skeletons, it looks like. Of course, we're just seeing the stupid runic soldiers. We don't need any of these guys. Boom. Poison bomb. God, we just did so much burst damage as assassination. Again, we do a lot of it as subtlety, but I feel like until we get to the higher gear levels, it's just going to be like our damage is going to outpace our resource generation, which unfortunately is just going to not give us good times with that spec until then. And usually assassination has that same problem, but I guess we're just not seeing as much of it because I think in like bigger battles, we're probably going to be way slower And actually, Outlaw is probably going to start with being the best one for the early expansions, endgame stuff. As much as I hate to admit it, because it's my least favorite of the 3 specs.
Orders? She's right. They did make Aram Waycrest a lord.
I'm out of breath.
Fair winds and following seas.
All right, where to next? Ooh, it says to use the Goblin Glider, so let's go this way. Again, we can. It looks like we can jump pretty high off this mountain. So it looks like we're going to go continue this storyline to Falconhurst. All right, get ready to jump off in 3, 2, 1. Whee! Thank God Goblin Gliders exist in this game. It's like every class having their own slow fall, but you also move at about the same speed as you do with slow, like while you're mounted, basically. Oh. Now, do we just spin around in circles, waiting to just grab the ground? I think so. Whee! We hit a tree. Excellent. I should have just done that sooner. We could have just parachuted into the tree.
How might I help?
I always forget that rogues have
Farewell.
like really good fall damage reduction. In fact, we probably could have jumped a
I'll
little
help
time ago.
reinforce the village's defenses. I will meet you there.
You mind your business, and I'll mind mine.
This villager is being held captive by a binding rune. Destroying it should free the villager. Oh. Can we free you? No? Oh, there we go. We just stomp it out, and the villager is safe.
You mind your business, and I'll mind mine.
You're telling me to mind your business when I'm saving you? I don't know, man. These sentries don't have pockets to pick. Man, I wanted to pick that which has pockets.
I need to target something first.
Again, we're still just getting that flat 666 experience when killing these guys. I don't know if that's like intentionally designed that way, but it's still really ominous. Like every enemy we kill, it's just flat 666. Seriously? We just came out of stealth? And back inside. Well, that's weird. They've got like this weird standoff. They're not actually fighting each other. If I remember correctly, these pig guys don't have pockets either. Of course, we got my favorite thing from yesterday, wriggling goop. Just gotta love it. It's kind of creepy. There's some dude, just the blacksmith is just chilling out here. He doesn't care that the village is on fire or anything. He's just, you know, hanging out, minding his own business. In fact, all these motherfuckers are just standing here. They're just like, yeah, you know, the village is on fire. If we could just stomp out some of this stuff, you know, people could go home. But no. They're just going to stand there.
Too far away.
Stab. We got Deep Sea Satin, used by players for the tailoring skill.
Mainlander, eh?
This mainlander is going to save your ass. That's kind of a creepy laugh. Yeah, we can just burst these guys down. Usually by the time that we hit our next enemy, usually we've got all our energy back. Well, are these motherfuckers actually going to do something now when they get attacked? They're just gonna not to just stand there and stare at people?
I must get closer. I cannot attack
Cool.
that.
Alright, one more of these guys, and then we should be able to turn in the quest.
Too far away.
Oh, what was that thing? Well, whatever it is, he's dead.
Be wary of the woods.
I cannot attack that target.
We shall drive back the darkness.
Alright, we gotta survive the assault. They're sending in the Quillboars first. So I'm guessing that big guy is going to be coming at the end of this.
I'm out of range. I need to target something first.
All right, here we go. We got this big dude. Hey, you're still on my guy. At least don't run away with this guy. I want to, kill him.
I do not have a target.
And there we go.
Too far away.
Alright, so we got new belts, or no, new belts. Ooh, we're gonna slay Sister Norella Briarwood. She looks kind of creepy.
Fair winds and the following fields.
We're in combat. Let's just fix that. God, that's most of our Legion gear is now pretty much gone. We've got a couple pieces left, but... So that's cool. She's got like a bag that's got a bunch of skulls on it. Yeah, just more like interesting and diverse enemies. Stuff that we haven't really seen in World of Warcraft before, which I'm actually really liking. It's a nice change of pace for sure. I wonder that it makes me wonder like what kind of enemies we're gonna see in like the new areas. Ooh, we got some ghastly ooze to go along with our wriggling goop. Almost there. We're 2 bars away from 113.
You're ready to work. You're looking for Ashton? Walk with me. I haven't seen him, but I did see his apprentice. We cannot thank you enough for showing up when you did, Lieutenant.
Ooh, Lynn Sweet has a quest for me.
My title is Inquisitor now, Mayor.
Another person who
Lady
thinks she's a
Lucille
pirate.
has reforged the Order of Embers to combat these witches.
Ooh, another group quest.
She has.
That's a whole bunch of group
I
quests.
thought it was just a legend.
They were real. They are real. Lady Lucille is determined to take back our lands and our people.
Alright, where's this quest I'm accepting? Oh, there it is. So we gotta destroy signs of witchcraft. So, all the buildings are on fire, but we gotta destroy the signs of witchcraft.
Was fierce. I hope Master
Oh, it's
Ashton is
just
still alive.
killing more of these motherfuckers.
Anyone could
Didn't we just
survive
kill
this
enough of them? We gotta just kill more of them. He's like... Oh, they're not pig guys. They're like
I need
rooster
to
guys
target
now.
something first.
And when you kill them, their body splits in half. That's kind of creepy. It's like almost like Diablo. This is like we're battling in Tristram here.
I'm out of range. I require a target.
That's kind of creepy. All right, so it looks like it's saying to go down, go over here. I'm guessing just inside this building. Or inside this building. Man, this tracker is not very good at telling me what to do. Apparently, I got all this aggro. This Fury Warrior is just not very good at holding them.
I do not have a target.
Lord Sharptooth. That's a kid's best friend right there. A cool raptor. Lord Sharptooth.
I'm out of range.
Ooh, Master Ashton is found.
Stand back! I have alchemy, and I know how to use it.
At ease, Master Ashton. We're friendly.
For now.
Don't you both look
Until you
dangerous?
use alchemy on me, and then I'm
Is the
going to
attack
stab you.
over then?
Also, I don't blame him. My character, again, I'm definitely going for that crook look.
What challenges
Like, if
await
you
us
met this
today,
lady in a
friend?
dark alley, she's probably going to stab you. So I can totally understand that.
Until next time, friend.
So it looks like we're going to use this Frost Breath Potion to put out the
The
fires.
town is in good hands. So, would you kindly explain what is
Master
going on?
Ashton, we have been sent by Lady Lucille Wakeless to find you.
So I gathered. But why me?
Lady Lucille has reforged the Order of Embers, using ancient texts as our guide. We will fight.
We gotta use that Superman
as we
Frost
once
Breath.
battled the Drust. She found an alchemical recipe that was effective in the past. She requests that you attempt to recreate the formula.
Lady Lucille thinks it might be useful, I assume? Well, let's see it. Fascinating. A remarkable formulation. Very flammable. Inquisitor, it will be my distinct
I'm a big fan of
pleasure to
flammable.
assist you and the Lady Lucille in this task.
I am very glad to hear that, Master Ashton.
You put out those fires and I'll set up what we need in the lab. Oh, what fun this will be.
I must get closer.
Now, the real question is the fire... Oh, I guess it's not really fire in its mouth. So I guess I'm actually supposed to put that out. I was like, man, that angler is totally breathing some fire. Oh, is this pyre actually something I'm supposed to blow out? Oh, I guess not. It's just a random thing that's on fire in the village. There we go. The village is mostly not on fire anymore. What's this? Ooh, piece of candy.
We could use your help here in Drustvar. Farewell.
Whee! Gotta get some more frost breath. There we go. We got all 20 fires. There's still a whole bunch of signs of witchcraft around here. Kill this crow face.
I cannot attack that target.
It's still really creepy. You got pig faces, you got crow faces. Wonder what other kind of face things we're gonna see. We're gonna face. We're gonna face them.
I'm out of range. I must get closer.
Gotta get some of this wood. So I'm guessing these guys are just hanging out in this cave. Alright, so we got a paladin here. Let's see if we can take them out. Knock this guy out, maybe? We'll use our old buddy Vendetta. Again, it's a good thing we CC'd them, because these guys look like they could have packed a punch if all three of them were attacking us at once.
Too far away.
Especially since it's the range guy, it doesn't look like he was going to play nice and sort of stack up with the rest of them.
I need to target something first.
There we go. They're all down. I totally gave him a high five. Alright, let's destroy the rest of the signs of witchcraft on the way back. Oh my god, it looks like this is just going to take forever. There's so many signs of witchcraft.
I'm out of range.
And they're like, we're getting like 2 experience at a time. At least thankfully, again, we have the war mode bonus. And this should actually take us pretty close to
I do not have a target.
113. 113. I had to double check. I had to be sure of myself before I said it.
I must get closer. Too far away.
Right, we may as well just cash this in now.
Hello there.
And there we go. Ding! 113. Again, it's a little less exciting when we aren't getting that, like, any experience for this. Or not experience, but new skills. But still, it's always good to level up.
It's a fine day for a little applied alchemy.
Alright, so we're going to help him create the fire potion.
Shall we get started?
So this is kind of like the Borean Tundra stuff. Or not Borean Tundra. Shalazar Basin, like, stuff.
What challenges await us today?
So now that I know what they are, should be fine. Drink. So some Hearthbloom. What else? Oh, now carefully add some more Hearthbloom. That's all this potion is so far. What else? More Hearthbloom? Just threw like a giant like handful of salt and pepper in there. Volatile sap. Throw some sulfur in there. More salt and pepper. And there we go. We got a liquid fire potion that's apparently going to light a whole bunch of shit on fire.
It's a fine day for a little applied alchemy.
got some cool stuff. Just more rings. Just so many rings this expansion. Ooh, we're gonna go test it on this. Or the paladin will kill him first. Sort of get in front of him. Burn him down. I really wasn't thinking that we were going to pull that wolf, but we certainly did. We're going to just tag that enemy. There we go. We got all 3 of our dudes.
I tried my best to fight them off.
I know you did, Martin. Tell us what happened.
They came from the woods. We fought.
Oh?
Master Ashton
Something
took me
happened.
aside and they took him. We have to get him back.
Alright, so... This ring doesn't really help
will
us.
get him
Versatility is not a very good stat for us. So I think we should just grab this back now.
Much to do, much to do.
Well met, champion. Remain steadfast.
We've got to go to the Crimson Forest. But first, we should still
Are you well enough to
clean
travel?
up this.
Suppose.
Grab the lumber.
Then mount up.
I
Champion,
must get closer.
we shall ride ahead and try to locate Master Ash.
I do not have
Meet
a
us in the
target.
Crimson Forest.
Too far away.
Oh, thank God. Some stuff that actually looks like we might get more than 2 points for killing. Or never mind.
I'm out of range.
Good Lord, I can't believe that this isn't the first bonus objective that's been like this too. Where like I feel like the bonus objectives of this expansion,
Too far away.
and what I've noticed at least on this continent, have been very, very, very slow. You got to kill a lot of freaking enemies in order to do them. It's almost worth. It's almost like not even worth doing them at this point.
I'm out of range.
Like if we were just gonna kill the zombies, we'd have to kill 50 of them. That's kind of ridiculous. Also, we're getting a little bit of less experience
I need to target
than we were getting
something
before.
first.
666. We've now gone down to 626. 4 more things. Whether it's more zombies or should call them, they're not really zombies. I guess they're like crow heads with that like split in half when you kill them. I think they're still like zombies, but who the fuck knows?
Too far away.
Oh, we got another pig guy.
I require a target. I need to target something first.
One more. We got some lumber. Just teleport up there.
I
Nothing
do not
special.
have a target.
Ooh, we are now honored with the Order of Embers. That's sweet. See, it's a good thing we actually stuck it through and actually did that quest. Because getting those reputation gains is going to really help us out in the long run. All right, we need 2 more planks of wood. There's 1. Well, where's the other wood plank? We need 1 more. See, I'm healing guys over here. We see lots of trees around. Like, if I could just cut down a tree and get the lumber that way, that would just make this so much easier. All right, there we go. We're gonna return our little raptor to her.
Got 2 legs.
Oh, they're stuffed raptors. Okay. I was like, man, every kid's best friend is a little baby raptor, apparently. So we're gonna go place 4 defenses now. I'm guessing that's to just hopefully protect the village, I guess, while we're away, so it doesn't get lit on fire again. Like they're not gonna just walk through these stupid things. Alright, so we're gonna turn this in.
We could use your help here.
Alright, so we got pants. And we got feet. The pants give us, I think they're a better upgrade for us. Well, actually the feet are probably better. Because they actually have stats we actually care about. Whereas the pants, the only thing appealing about them was the agility that was on them. Alright, so now we're going to head to the Crimson Forest. Ooh. It's spooky in here. Man, that was a terrible Scooby-Doo impression. I should just stop. Just stop. It's really bad. Oh. We can throw liquid fire here. I'm guessing that's going to come into play at some point.
How might I help? Farewell.
You want my assistance, I imagine?
Okay, so normally we would just take the Hearthstone back to, you know, the inn that we're currently bound to. But since we can't get rested experience there, I guess what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna hearse back to Dahl and then go back to Stormwind. And that will allow us to sort of get rested experience. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching 6 o'clock, which I said that was going to be the time that we sort of stop the stream for a couple hours. Number 1, so I can get some food, but number 2, so we can take a little bit of a break from the game. And then come back, and we'll be back at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for more World of Warcraft action. Hopefully it will be less just gathering logs and killing a million freaking crow people. Oh my god, that bonus objective was really brutal. It's been a while since I've seen one that was really bad like that. Like, don't get me wrong, it was interesting. It's just we just did a whole quest line leading up to that, and it doesn't give you the bonus objective until after you've already killed a lot of the enemies in that area, like 10 to 15 times. But then it's like, hey, kill 50 of these guys, and there's like 1 or 2 objectives that are worth more than 2 points. But the rest of them, it's just like, nope, you can either kill, like, destroy 50 of these statues or kill 50 of these, like, crow head guys, or, like, any combination between. But that's still just, it was too much. That was, like, 20 minutes of just running around in circles as things sort of respawn and despawn, killing them. And we didn't really get, like, too many objectives around that. We had the gathering of the lumber, but that was pretty much it. That was kind of brutal. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. That was not a good bonus objective. In fact, that would be normally one that, like, when I go back and level again, that's probably like one of the last times that, like, I'll do it anyways for the experience, but man, it was not worth it, I don't think. So there we go. We're back in Stormwind. And now I think we're going to come back to me. And I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. So goodbye. Thank you very much for checking out my stream. Of course, you can find me on Twitter at Ryan Turford. That's TURFORD. And I will be back at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for some more World of Warcraft action. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.